It's showtime. Hi guys, so welcome back to Discovering Myth Talk Show with a series of every story behind a name. And today we have a special guest from this place. So I have been following this person for quite a while. Okay, from the transitions from what he was doing in the past and slowly how he transitions into changing his life. And today we have Runner Kao with us. Hi, bro.
Hello, Vincent.
I mean that I am so grateful that you accept my invitation for this interview because when I sent the invitation to you, I was quite worried. Like, oh man, he's not replying me. Oh my god, what if you're rejecting me? But I'm glad. I'm really glad that you say yes. I'm really glad.
Yeah, for myself, I like to look through because sometimes I might miss some messages along the way. So sometimes I will scan through the old messages to see what I missed. Thankfully, I did call your message. That's great. Okay, and I went to your particular Facebook page. I like what you are doing. Interviewing a lot of inspiring people, especially the lady you interviewed the last time. Really,
Yeah.
I watched some of it. It's very inspiring. It's really inspiring. I forget her name.
Her name is Emily. Emily.
Emily.
Yeah, Emily.
How she better from her illness to being able to really advocate for women empowerment. Really awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that it was also through some community gathering. Then I listened to a story. Then I just actually I knew her for like quite 2 years already. Yeah. Just recently that she has the free time, so that why don't we just do this?
She's really very cheerful. Despite her struggles, a very cheerful lady.
Yeah. I mean that it was fortunate. Yeah, but actually but still thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So awesome. Thanks Vincent for doing all this. Really a lot of people that's watching your channel will really be inspired by what you have to share. And this can really change life. So I really support you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yes, I got a supporter from Singapore. Yes. So Kao, can I call you Kao, right? I can call you Kao, right? Yeah. So Kao, so maybe you can do a little bit of introduction.
Okay. So for myself, how should I begin? Okay, I'm presently running a business with my wife, but only recently from I gained a little bit of prominence online in social media when I started this running YouTube channel sometime in August last year, and all the way till now, I was doing a lot of running videos. So as I go to running events, as I was doing my training, I always take a action camera, something like this, my GoPro, to go and record running videos all over the place. I even attempt do some challenges like running from my west area of Singapore, from Jurong, all the way to Marina Bay Sands. Yeah, that was one of the videos that went a little bit mini viral. That's when a lot of people start to know me from YouTube. And there was also one period where there was quite serious haze. I think you all should know, Malaysia was also affected. So I was so desperate for running during that
time. You run in the shopping mall, right?
I run in the Vivo City. That's when a lot of people go and share the video around, and do that I think a few thousand views. So that was a desperate attempt at running long distance, because if I want to run at like a distance of half marathon and more, and being exposed to the haze for so long, it will really be counterproductive. Instead of being healthy, I will take in all the pollutants. So these are the first few videos that really how should I say, really perked my interest, and really actually there are so many people out there is really interested in all this type of running videos. So that's when I really get inspired. I continue to do more. I would say for now, if I introduce myself, I will call myself a little bit of mini YouTuber, because there's a interesting rule whereby in the world of YouTube, once you are able to reach like 1,000 subscribers, you can call yourself a YouTuber already. So for myself,
True, true, true.
I'm a mini YouTuber. Yes. So with the intention of inspiring people to start running and stay healthy, make full use of running, because running has really helped me to find myself, find back my health, taking back control of my health over the past few months. Since May 2019, I started running all the way until now. I have experienced really countless benefits. Really not just physically, also mentally as well. Of course, how to say? I have not visited the doctor for a long time, which is awesome. I become a much happier person. Not just person. I think personality-wise, character-wise, I'm more patient and not really so as hot-tempered as I was in the past. So and even my health readings are really went through the roof. It's really awesome. So the list of benefits that I get from running, if I need to list them all, I think I need to list until tomorrow. So that's the reason why I hope people will be able to follow suit and experience the wonderful benefits that running will be able to give give us. And one of the bonus thing is people has been saying I look more and more handsome.
That's good. That's good news, you know.
So that's my main aim. Yeah. So yeah, this is
Yeah.
me.
So before this, you said that you start running like from 2019, the month of May, right?
Yeah.
So I was very curious, and I do believe that audience curious as well. How do you start running, and what actually pushed you to start running? Because I joined a group of runners, and everyone has their own stories of why they want to start it. So mostly started because of like, oh, I want to try it because it's something that is new for me. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm very interested in like, what is your reason behind that running?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is actually the let me see. How should I put it? Okay, I would say a lot of people. Okay, I start from when I started. Okay, I always wanted running. I always liked to run since I was young. I was actively participating in events like as far back as from 2010, 2000, all the way to 2013, where I was running like races like Stand Chart, Sundown, quite a few lah, quite a few. I would say quite a lot, not just a few. I still have my medals. I think 15 to 20 over medals that time. So that's when the obligation took over from 2013. Work, really have to work. You know lah, have to feed the family ma. So I have to work hard.
Yeah.
That's also coincide with the birth of my two children. So taking care of children is really not easy, and because I want to make the commitment to be as involved as possible in my children's growing up years, so I allow myself to let my health took a back seat. When my health took a back seat, because I was prioritizing my children's health, my wife's health, my family's health, I would say. So I tend to neglect myself, but at the same time, I still really enjoy the initial few years of parenthood. It is something that really I would never ever forget. It would never ever leave me. So that's the reason why. That's the reason why I would say these 6 years, although I was not running, but I would say it's really worth it, because the bond that I built with my children, it really lasts until all the way till now. I'm still very close to them, even though sometimes I might not have spent as much time as with them as compared to in the past, right? So the bond is really unbreakable. So if you ask me again, right, if I would choose to take a back seat from my health and focus on them, I would say I might do it all over again. Will be the same. So thankfully, children grows up. Thankfully, as
Yeah,
children
sure.
grows up, they become more independent. And as they become more independent, right? But because adults are, we already are conditioned to that particular lifestyle after like 6 to 7 years. It is very hard to get our butts off the couch, and really to start exercising and
Yes.
start being active, because we have been like consumption of so much food, being so lazy for so long. we already used to that lifestyle. And for humans, I would say in general, right, we will not want to change. We are so comfortable with what we have. It is only until where I would say a lot of people also have told me the same thing. Until they have met a certain breaking point or they have experienced some crisis, right? That's when they will only take action. If not, they rather stick to their daily routine. Yeah, why not? It's
Yeah,
so
true.
comfortable. Every day we are eating whatever we want to eat. We are doing whatever we want to do. So unfortunately, despite myself now advocating for people not to wait until this type of crisis, then take action. But I am also one of them where I experienced a lot of mental health issues, physical health issue to the point of I was ill. I told Vincent just now I was ill like every 2 to 3 months. I have to visit a doctor. Even I don't have to visit a doctor. I have to remedy myself. I have fever all the time. I have flu. I have cough. I just feel ill. I just feel ill and tired all the time. Like it's so often. So I was thinking like, hey, how come I was always sick all the time? To the point, sometimes I feel very bad because I have on a few occasions have passed on the virus to my wife, to my children, that they also get sick because of me. So that's when I decide to go to a doctor to have a further diagnosis on my problem and to see why I was getting so ill so easily. And really, that is a problem. So that's when the doctor recommend me to go for surgery to really go and rectify this. So thankfully it's not a major surgery. It's just like I have to stay in the hospital for a few days. And after which I really immediately after the surgery I didn't really get my butts moving. I was still like waiting to recover. That's when in the next few months, right? How come I was no longer getting sick? So this just surgery really works. Wow, this is really worth the money. Wow, I really want to go and hug the doctor and thank the doctor. But at the same time, I was doing a lot of self-reflection. So having neglected, I would say this could, I would have been able to avoid this operation if I had really taken better care of myself. It wouldn't come to this way lah. So that's when
Mhm.
I decided to lace up my running shoes again. I still have a lot of pairs of running shoes before that, and start to really get my butts moving and start running again since May 2019. And yeah, so that was fun. Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, that is it, like what you say that you are advocating for people. Like, okay, there's the Chinese phrases. Like, I'm not sure
Mm.
that you remember. You know it or not. It's like, it is only when we want to like we want to shit. Okay, sorry for that. Then we
Yeah,
just
so
find the toilet.
mm,
So I think that it's the same thing like what you said that you are advocating for those people that when crisis come, then they
yeah,
take the action.
yeah,
Yeah. So actually, I was very curious. Like when the first time when you go and consult doctor about this, and when the doctors told you that you need to go through a minor
mm,
surgery. So
mm.
what was the thought running? What was running through your
Wow.
mind during that moment?
Okay. I would say that is the second surgery I have ever experienced in my whole life.
Oh, second
And
surgery.
second, I mean the first surgery was when I was a child, I would say.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, okay.
yeah, in my whole life there was a second surgery. So with every operation, with every type of surgery, doctor always explain to you, oh, there's a like how many percent chance of death, how many
Yeah,
percent chance of
yeah,
you
yeah.
will wake up. Well, all this type of thing. Although the percentage is very very low, but you still before you go into anesthesia, you still will say a lot of things. Tell my wife if anything happened to me, you take care of you take care of yourself. If you find a more handsome husband, go for it, huh? So so it was
But
really really a lot of I would say reluctancy to go into the operation table even all the way until the end. I was really on the bed. I was thinking, hey, why not I tell the nurse I don't want to continue already? What if I really cannot wake up? Because I'm not a father now. Last time, if I cannot wake up, so be it. But now I got two children. So if I cannot wake up, oh, very, very jialat. So A bit with every surgery is always very very scary. So the scare, the fear will always be ingrained into our mind that it actually acts as a motivation, right, for us to keep on going, like, because we will always remember that particular fear when we experience something that is really so scary. And that fear will continue to drive me on, I would say, because I never ever want a third or fourth or fifth operation ever again. Although life is unpredictable,
Yeah,
but at
true.
least I'm giving my best shot. At least I'm doing my best to keep myself healthy, be responsible for my family, and lead a better quality of life, so that I will not be as how do I say? I'll be able to have more energy when I was playing with my children. So that's what I want. Yeah.
Mm-mm, true, true. I mean that when definitely like everyone will be scared. I think it will be a lie when people say, "Oh, I'm not scared of this surgery." But when it comes to when you personally heard that you need to go under surgery, I think that fear will start to come.
Yeah, Vincent, you're right. Like, when I tell my wife, I don't be scared. Like, it's just nothing. I was acting like a man, but inside, like, I was a little girl. So, wow.
Yeah, I think that is the same point. Like
Mm.
we, even though we are scared, sometimes we just want to show that. Hey, we just want to show that to the people that we love, we care. Like, hey, everything will be just fine. Okay, you just need to have it. You have to show up that strong image.
Yeah, definitely. I need to tell them like, Singapore doctor very good one. You need to trust them. The percentage so low, I cannot strike 4D. What? Cannot be low percentage that will die. What? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, true, true. And really, and just now you mentioned about the mental health.
Hmm.
Maybe you can share a bit like actually what caused that kind of mental health like problem issues that.
It could be and most likely, as what the doctor says, accumulation of fatigue, the accumulation of not enough rest, okay, and not enough exercising. So a lot of factors goes into snowballing, that really brings your illness to a boiling point. Because all these type of things, right, I would say, uh, of course, we have some very fit people who also suddenly fall ill from time to time.
Yeah.
But in my case, right, it's really a snowballing of not having enough rest, not having enough rest, not taking care of myself, and of course, the worst thing is of consumption of a lot of unhealthy junk, which I advocate. Please stop. Everyone who's eating junk food, you can indulge yourself in all those junk from time to time, but not to the point of like me. Last time, almost every other day, I will have fast food. My McDonald's is my favorite. KFC. Last time, I was very hot and eating like Popeye chicken, all this. So food, I would say diet is really the main contributing factor of myself needing to leading me to becoming so unhealthy that really like 2013 I was feeling, no, not 2013, last year in the beginning of the year I was feeling like an old man, dragging my feet everywhere, feeling so lethargic all the time. I was also wondering why am I like old man? I only like in my 30s, like early 30s, how come I'm behaving like old man? So yeah. So this is that's the reason why I keep advocating from now onwards. Not just you have to run. I would say running alone will not really help to
Mm.
escalate the improvement in your health. You really need to combine with a lot of other factors, and diet is the thing. When I say diet, it doesn't mean dieting. Please, I don't go and slim down. So diet is really a contributing factor. Last time I was not eating any meat. No, not eating any vegetables, not eating any fruits. I was always meat, fried, rice, bread, all this, all the time.
Grill chicken.
Yeah, grilled chicken, fried chicken. So that's when I feel like a carnivore. Now I will advocate for everyone to, although you still can eat meat, okay, please eat it with more balance. Always involve some vegetables and fruits in your diet. So that's when I started to eat a much cleaner diet. I experienced the most health benefit together with my running side by side. If not, that time when I was running in the beginning, right, although I was running often, but I was not really slimming down a lot. I will still feel a little bit tired from time to time after,
Mhm.
and I wouldn't recover as fast as I hope. So after running, right, I would really lie on the bed for very, very long, and my legs, my feet, all over my body will be aching all the time, quite often. That was when I started to do more research. And a lot of people out there, a lot of kind folks, fellow runners, they were recommending runners to really have to clean up their diet so that we will not suffer from so much injuries. We will be able to recover faster to lessen the chance of us getting hurt, so that we will be able to keep on going, keep on running,
Mhm.
and keep on flying. So that's when I also make my other than constant running, I need to clean up my diet. It always, regardless of whatever fruit I'm eating, I'm not really picky about fruit. I would always have a portion of fruit and a portion of vegetables almost every single day. And my visit to fast food, although I still will be tempted, McDonald's are always so much promotion, really.
Yeah, yeah. And
Hate
but,
it,
but
man.
now but now the good thing is McDonald's is closed only for deliveries.
Yeah, so that's why the people are saying like Singapore is finally winning the war on diabetes, because we are closing the McDonald's, we are closing the bubble tea. So for now, yeah, it's very hard to keep ourselves off this fast food because they are everywhere. Their marketing is really, really strong. But I'll try myself I try to have at least a cheat day every single week to keep myself sane. Even until now, I still have a cheat day every single week. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I would cheat on my cheat day. That means I will have 2 cheat days per week. I will have buffet from time to time. Although if anyone is looking at this, no one is perfect. Even
Yes.
though we are able to advocate for this and that, blah blah blah, from time to time we will lose ourselves, and we will go back to our old ways once in a while. But that's when, if you really fall down, you must know how to get yourself back on track, or being able to continue with what you believe in, what you already started, and don't let everything go to waste. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I truly believe that what you said that yeah, I think that exercising alone, I think that it will help. It
Mm,
definitely will help a bit. But when a healthy lifestyle is actually combinations of a few steps like what you say,
mm,
healthy diet,
mm,
exercising, and
mm,
sometimes like maybe even feed yourself with something positive to your mind, so you'll be thinking
mm.
positive, and even a cheat day to reward yourself. I
Yes.
think that is a rewarding. That is rewarding,
Mm,
especially like a 6 days of healthy lifestyle. Then you
mm.
grab a McDonald's burger in front of you, man. That
Really
is the
awesome.
like. Yeah, so I was curious because I run through your, I read through, I watched your YouTube video, the link that you shared with me, that how you transitions your life into become a runner. So I was curious because you mentioned that you stopped running for a while because of families, because of work. Is it very hard for you to pick it up again? Because I not
Mm,
because for me, I'm a runner. I'm a runner too. I'm an ex-runner, ex-runner, okay,
mm,
ex-runner.
mm.
So I've been stopping for like almost 7 years or 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So how
Mhm.
do you want to pick up that kind of? How you want to
Mm,
actually
mm,
start running again when you after a while you stop for
mm.
so long? Yeah.
Okay. Starting to run again. Let the old man think back. Okay. Starting to run again was really tough. Uh, I still remember the first time, and I started in May again, right? The from the first step, the lethargic, I mean the tiredness, the fatigue really start, and I was feeling breathless from my first breath when I was started. But uh, on the first run, we really have to grind. I really have to uh, uh, persist, and go all the way and finish your first run. The important thing is we have to set a target. For example, first run, I want to run like 2 kilometers. no matter how tired I am, whether I climb, whether I crawl, whether I walk, and whether I jog. So at the end of the day, right, being able to meet this first target, we cannot set the target too high too unrealistic on the first run. For example, that time I was targeting myself to run 5 kilometers on my first run, which I think is a little bit unrealistic because after not running for so many years. But despite the target that I set for myself, I was very determined to complete it. I would say if anyone wants to really start running again, right, please give yourself a target before you go out of the door. If not, after 2 steps, I can tell you, after 2 or 3 steps, never mind, forget it. I already ran already. I ran 3 steps. So that's when if we don't have humans are like that, we have to have something to work towards too. That's the reason why races in all over the world events so many people sign up, because everyone want to have a target to work towards too. If not, the motivation will drop easily. There's nothing to work towards. You'll feel like what are you training for? You're training for nothing. So for myself, I set myself a lot of personal target in the beginning. But for the first few weeks, it was really, really, really painful. I'm sure a lot of folks, right, that haven't exercised, suddenly you go to the gym, then the few days after you'll feel very, very sore over your body because you already
You will feel you want to give up, especially that
the
1 week.
muscles that has been dormant for so many years, right? You suddenly go activate there. It is very painful. For myself, I was having a lot of pain all the way from my feet to my, not just feet. I think my shoulder also have a lot of sharp pain, especially on my left side where it's really much more weaker. To the point I was thinking like, wow, is my shoulder dislocated? It's like dropping off. But thankfully, after a while of rest, I'm able to recover from all this injury. But the pain still continue to persist even after a few months of continuous running. A lot of determination to being able to run through all the pain, but I wouldn't recommend everyone to go and run through the pain. For myself, I was having a mindset of really nothing to lose. Just go out there, if I suffer from pain, even if I like injury, I fracture anything, I just go to a doctor. So I just want to be fit. If I'm not able to run one day because my feet was giving out on me, I will just take alternate exercise, go downstairs, play badminton or cycling, as long as I continue to stay healthy. But running is always my first love. But the good thing is, Vincent, if you wanted to start running, right, the good thing is because you ran before. We runners ran before, there is something what we call the muscle memory that will comes back faster than those that never run in their entire life. So it has really worked out for me in my favor. I'm able to pick up faster as compared to those that haven't run a single step in their life. So I was also quite surprised. I'm able to run like 10 kilometers after my third week of running, and not really feel so lethargic. But the pain is really bad. The pain is the worst at my feet arch area. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. Until I do a lot of research online on how to get rid of it. That's when I know of the term called plantar fasciitis. I never heard of this. Yeah, I was. It was the same. It was the same reaction. Plantar fasciitis is actually the most common runners overuse injury. That was the term. So it actually means the pain that you suffer from your arch and your heel, around your heel area in your feet. That is so severe that I really contemplate give up running. As I mentioned in my video, I bought a bicycle and I really want to replace my feet. That was based on my recommendation from my wife, from some of my friends saying, why not you cycle? It actually doesn't give you so much impact on your feet and you still can get a really good workout. But Vincent, I really feel very sad when cycling because I don't like to cycle. It's like I was cycling, I having people say, why am I doing this? This is not something that I really enjoy. And my cycle, the butt is very, very painful. So that is really I wanted to dig deeper to see how I'm able to remedy my problem. So one of my videos I mentioned, right, the running shoes that saved my life, I would say. And I never heard of this panda like this. There's one other shoe brand I have never heard in my entire life
What
previously.
sugar?
Hoka. Oh yeah, you're confused. Like Hoka, Hoka. Yeah, even the shoe.
Okay.
Yeah, Hoka. Hoka is called Hoka One, but the spelling is Hoka 11. Hoka 11, but in their language, they say Hoka One. It was a shoe that I never heard. Of course, we only heard of the major brand like Nike, Asics,
Yeah.
Adidas, all this, right? So, a lot of runners, the power of social media, the power of online, really is awesome. They share so much tips. They share so much things, right? That these are things that doctor will not be able to tell you definitely, like which shoe to go for. So maybe your problem is because your running shoes is not suitable or this. So
Yeah.
so that's thankfully from the online community runners diagnosis. Okay, I asked a lot of questions and they recommend this Hoka shoe. Hoka is more popular. By the way, I'm not an ambassador, but I
Okay.
really
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that.
This is not sponsored by Hoka
Yeah,
only.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I love the. I'm wearing Asics. Hey, come on. So I really love the shoes so much. Okay, I always run with Asics all throughout my life. Even for now, right, I still rotate my Hoka shoes with Asics. I love my Asics. I have more Asics shoes than Hoka shoes as of now. But that particular shoe is really what turned the situation around. And Hoka is more famous for having more cushion. So that's when a lot of runners say,
Ah.
I need my plantar fasciitis need more cushioning so that I will be able to my feet will be able to recover and eventually settle in a running gait that will help me to remedy this pain and ask me to really give it a shot. And this is what we call the stability shoe range. For myself, because I tend
Mm.
to overpronate my leg, when I'm running, I tend to like that. So it's not really
Okay.
hard.
Okay.
I really need a shoes to go for myself to
Straight. Right.
become neutral. So at the end of the day, so I get this most expensive range, which is called the Hoka Arahi. That was a version 3 during that time. And I tried, okay. When I first tried, okay, this is another pair of shoe. Probably is because of marketing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I spent another like $200 to give my feet one last shot. If I'm able to run, I run. If I'm not able to run,
You
I'll
go
see
back to
what
cycling.
maybe I don't know. So that's when really, if not for this particular shoe, I will not even kickstart my YouTube channel. I think I will not even know you now.
Is it the red
So
one?
yes, the red one that have been running
Okay.
all the time. And the amazing thing is after running like more than 1,000 plus kilometers in the shoe, it still work very well. So not really just built for comfort, but also built for durability. Yeah. So regardless, in future I'm an ambassador or not ambassador. My love with this shoe is really extend all the way it's the shoes I always coin at it saved my life, keeps me going, keep me running until today. That's when even though I step up my mileage, even running even more, but after
Mhm.
I changed to that particular pair of shoes, right, the pain was gone. It was magic. It was really magic, man. So keep running and running, but of course sometimes I run a lot. But if there was times I feel overconfident, I run too much. So that was when the pain comes back. So really need for all those runners that really want to run, please increase your mileage slowly. Don't suffer
True.
from the pain that I was experiencing. So this is the first thing that saved my running life. But second thing that saved my running life is, of course, I bought the foam roller. The foam
Yeah.
roller it is that's the reason why. Last time I was very curious of why so many people use foam roller, especially runners. Until when I use it myself, that's when I started to really experience the benefit of foam rolling every single day. I will be able to recover fast, and the pain, because foam roller is supposed to clear all the lactic acid in your feet so that
Mhm.
you will not be subjected to the soreness the day after, and really works until today. So I will credit the foam roller, which is much more cheaper, $19 from Decathlon as compared to the shoes. So these two things work in my favor, and I'm really happy I found the formula to be able to keep me going. Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that is amazing. Like the
Mm.
shoes part, because my best experience when buying a running shoes, right, was I went to a local store that is called Brooks. It's also a running shoes. So the one thing that I really love when I'm buying that running shoes is that the stuff they actually measure your feet. They actually measure your feet. Then they say, oh, okay, your feet is like this, so you have this kind of, I don't know what is that called, arc or something. So you are suitable for this kind of shoes. I was like, wow, that is like first time that people like really helped me to pick shoes based on my own feet size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same for myself. When I went to a shoe shop, they still do the same. But the problem with this type of shops are where, okay, for example, if you go to a Brooks shop, okay, they only sell Brooks brand.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
that is okay. But if we go to a shop whereby they're selling like 5 to 6 brands, so sometimes they recommend, no matter how you do, no matter whatever type of running form, running pattern, or how they measure of it, they might have an interest at which shoes give them the most commission, and
true.
recommend you the shoe that really helps them to make the most money. So even when I go to like those type of shops, right, they will still recommend me other brands. Hoka is not really the first brand, although Singapore, the particular brand, they still carry it. Okay, but very rarely they recommend Hoka to customers. Yeah, so that's when I went to the shop. Despite me also allowing them to take feet measurement, testing my running gait, all this, right, I still insist I want Hoka. I will not live without Hoka. Don't tell me about other running shoes. I want Hoka. I just want it. So this is based on sometimes we still need a little bit of our own research, but the internet is out there. It's very easy to do research nowadays. Unlike last time, we had to tell you how to find out. You only trust the salesman only, right?
For us, like without the internet era, right, it was like salesman is correct one. They have the most knowledge.
Like Vincent, now lockdown, right? So much fun than lockdown in the past. Last time, I still remember the old days. The modem, 56K modem. Wow,
that one jialat.
That time somebody call us, then everything on the internet.
Yeah, it's like luckily. I mean that luckily we are like a lockdown or CV like during where internet was very fast. Thank God.
Yes,
thankfully. So I'm very curious. This is like one of the curious things. I'm very curious. So, okay. Ever since I start to do my own page that's called Discovering Myth, so I have the opportunity to meet a lot of interesting people. For example, like you. So I was thinking, what have running bring you to? What kind of things that open up for you when you do running?
What kind of other than the obvious like mental and physical health benefits that I've mentioned, because of running, I wouldn't. If not for running, I wouldn't have started my YouTube channel. I wouldn't have dived so deep in learning about videography. I wouldn't have chance to know so many wonderful people. For myself, I sit in quite a few of my videos in my channel. I'm quite an extreme introvert. Okay, to the point of sometimes when I socialize, right, I have some anxiety, and I really hate small talks. So in a way, running have pushed me out of my comfort zone from time to time, like participating in events, having to meet fellow runners, and the need to continue to socialize with people. So in a few ways, it has helped me to become more open to knowing people, because I don't like to know new people. I feel very uncomfortable. So I would say if you are an introvert, running will be really awesome to give you a chance to give socializing and knowing new people another shot, which is awesome. And the most surprising takeaway from running is, of course, the YouTube. I didn't expect my YouTube to being able to have like 1,000 subscribers, 1,700 by today. So I didn't expect it to grow to it is. So there's really interest in running over the community. So in the past, there was always the perception that only like athletes are only very elite runners will be able to provide advice on like how to run. Only will be able to motivate people on to keep on running. So there isn't really a man on the street who is just like a casual runner who's not really competing out there. He just go by his own daily running business. Even if I'm searching today, whether it's in Singapore, whether it's Malaysia, I don't know about Malaysia YouTube scene. It's more vibrant than Singapore, definitely. There isn't really much in this running channel niche in Asia, but in Europe, especially in the UK, there's a lot of running vloggers. There's even a community for that, running vloggers where they get together to keeping motivating each other, recording their daily runs, recording their training, providing each other advice. But I would say a lot of times these particular athletes, right, you only be able to see them in advertisements, always being featured in the major games. A lot of them that we as like common folks will never be able to fulfill that particular dream. So even we want a chance to like communicate with them, getting tips from them, it's not really regular. So from time to time, they may have a Q&A somewhere, they may have a this and that somewhere. So I would hope to be able to be the person to bridge the gap of casual runners needing advice. More they want a more fast answer. Sometimes they need a more immediate answer to really, based on my own experience, I'll be able to really provide them that. But again, a disclaimer: what works for me may not work for another person. So even for my cure or my pain thing, right? What works for me, it may not cure the pain for another fellow runner. So I always tell them that you can, based on my advice, based on my experience of. There's a lot of people that was asking me how come they run like crazy but still never lose weight. That's the reason why I produced that particular video to go and help them to go and lose weight, to go and solve the non-weight loss problem. Actually, it's not all about running. I keep telling a lot of people already, to the point of why not I just produce a video so that I can answer their query all at one shot. So listening to the feedbacks of a lot of runners, the problem they are facing here and there, it has been really awesome. So I would say the biggest takeaway, knowing so many wonderful runners. And the good thing is, for introverts, we don't like to meet people. So being able to know them and not needing to meet them is really awesome. So I say social media is an introvert's world now. Social media has really helped us to bridge the gap on introverts. Last time, if we are introverts, we just have to stay at home and not talk to anyone. But because of Facebook, because of Instagram, we are still able to share our hobbies, share our life, share our experiences. This is really wonderful. And even for running, right? Running is one of the sports that you are able to do individually. Even at events, right, we don't really need to talk to a lot of people. We just go out there, say hello, high five, and we have the camaraderie feeling whereby all of us are running together. We will everyone will instantly click as long as we run the same distance. At the end of the day, we finish the half marathon. Everyone is so tired, so we just give each other high five and very proud of our medals. Though there's just the instant connection, even if we don't talk. We never met each other before. There is really the connection that helps to inspire each and every one of us to really keep at it and to really keep on going. So I would say the biggest takeaway is this.
Yeah, and it's true that especially when you're running, right? When someone is running faster than you are, they won't look at you arrogantly, but they say, "Hey, come on, push it." They will say this kind of thing to you. I mean, for me, that running, for me, I think that running has the best community, because despite, even though you are from different races or different category, people will just supporting each other. They will encourage you. Hey, go! Only 1 kilometer left. Just push it together.
You're right, Vincent. Sometimes when I try to overtake someone in the last final stretch, I also feel bad. Like, wow, if I overtake them, will it affect their morale or something like that? So yeah, you're right on that, Vincent.
Yeah. So I mean that I think that if someone overtake me, right, I think that instead I'm down, right, I think that, oh man, how did he potong me? I want to potong him, something like this.
Yeah. Drive us to become faster.
Yeah, true. So I think that maybe you can share with me and the audience like only one like what is your best memory happens to you that during running?
Um, best memory. Um, Recently, I also went to look back on some of my past events, running videos. I would say still, although it's not my best race, I would say the Standard Chartered Marathon last year was quite memorable, not because of the race itself, because for the race itself, I really blow up very bad. But it really, really signified me coming to a full circle because that was my initial target. When I started running from May, June, and all the way to August, when I finally decided to take the plunge to sign up for the Standard Chartered Marathon. So over there, I have the feeling, I really, really have the emotional feel that this thing has really come full circle from from the start of half of the year, then to the end of the year. This was always has been my initial target all along, and I'm finally standing here and being able to run this marathon together with all these thousands of people, where they all share so much common love, and it was really, really crowded. It was like the whole Singapore was here to run. Really crazy. Yeah.
I think a Standard Chartered is like a one of a very I think that one of the main and very popular run, right? I think that Malaysia also has Standard Chartered and it's like packed.
Yeah. Stand Chart in Singapore and KL, they're always touted as the biggest race of the year for our own respective city. In Singapore, it's always like the participation like 50,000, 60,000. A lot of people had to be turned away because the slots are full. So it is something that almost all the casual runners work towards or fitness goal. Not just runners. Some people want to papa, I want to hao lian, say I already ran a marathon. So this is what do you call that? Bragging rights. Everyone want the bragging rights to have completed all this. So that was memorable in a way that quite amazing. Standard Chartered Marathon, because of the number of people, there were so many people calling out to me, even though I do not know them. So that's the power of doing the YouTube channel. So many people recognize me. Hey, you are Runner Kao. Hey, all the best. I'm your Facebook friend. I follow you on Strava. I'm on you, not just on YouTube, Strava, Facebook, Instagram. Right, I'm making a lot of friends all over the social media platforms. At least I would say at least 15 to like I lost count of number of people saying hi to me, even though I know none of them through in real life. So this is what really made this particular event really memorable. Even though they do not know me, they still tell me like, "Good luck. I've been following you. You do all the best. I'm really inspired by you." All this. During that time in December, that's when after the race I tell myself, right, well, man, this YouTube channel is really have a positive effect on a lot of people. So I would want to keep this channel going, even going into 2020, right? Even though I already produced a lot of videos by then, even traveling overseas, I also take my camera to record. The December event is something that keeps me inspired until today, that I'm able to make a positive impact on people's life. So the next few months I continue to persist on, and until today I think I've created like more than 180 videos already in just a few months. I'm really happy. I'm really happy to be doing that. It is when, right, a lot of people ask me, hey, how come you never get paid? You still go and do so much. Even it isn't like video editing a lot of work. You have to spend hours and hours doing this. But the good thing is because I'm an introvert, I don't really go out to socialize. And my hobby is not like partying, going out to have a good time, all this. My hobby is really staying home and using the computer and surfing the net. So why not at the same time I surf the net, right? I do something meaningful. And I continue to churn out videos after videos on almost every other day. So I really enjoy it. Even if I don't get paid until today, I will still really enjoy it. But to my surprise, right, YouTube start to pay me.
Which is good.
That's pay me. I mean, ikan bilis only lah. So it's only like a few dollars a day.
Slowly you become shark already,
Not really. Still, YouTube, there's a rule whereby if you manage to get like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, they will pay you the Google AdSense money. So at least there's some a little bit of reward. Can buy Starbucks
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah.
So, but even if without pay, I'll still be doing. So, if that's the most memorable event so far. Until this year, I was looking forward to more memorable event until COVID-19 takes over.
Yeah. What? Oh my god. You'd be like, I think that a lot of like, running events have been cancelled, like because of this COVID-19.
Yeah. So sad. There was one last event that I hope that will not get cancelled. That is my Chicago Marathon in in October. So hopefully,
Singapore?
no, October in Chicago, America.
Wow.
Yeah,
You'll be going to. You'll be
Chicago.
going to.
There's okay in a marathon in the world there are six majors. Six majors. That's like tennis. There are four Grand Slam. So this is six majors. And Chicago is one of the six majors. And my dream right at the start of the year is to be able to complete my six majors marathon. By the time I reach 50 years old, because all of them are spread really far apart. There's Boston, there's New York, there's Chicago, there's Tokyo, there is where else? I forget the other two. Oh no. Yeah, there's London. Yeah. So and there's Berlin, Germany. So that's one of my dream, my bucket list. So hopefully I'll be able to continue on this bucket list dream when the COVID-19 situation has cleared. So hopefully this October thing can go on. If not, I will cry myself to the bed.
But have you buy the ticket and everything?
Yeah, no. Just the entry to the marathon. So prior to I was wanting to buy the hotel ticket, air ticket, right? Then suddenly this thing happened. So I was thinking to put a pause to it. Even though tickets close to the event will be more expensive, but I rather paying slightly more expensive than lose all my money.
Yeah, true.
So it's a risk I wouldn't take now until closer to event. I get more clarity. Then I would arrange all this.
Yeah. Okay, Runner Kao. Okay, so before we go, maybe perhaps you can give an advice for the audience, for the people out there, not just running, but whoever want to start something new, Okay, so what kinds of? No. I think I will ask that. I think I will ask that. So, advice for them if they want to start something new or they want to change their life. What kind of what piece of advice I would give to them?
Want to change their life. It depends on whether you are talking about health or whether you are talking about money, whether you want to become a richer person. I would say in both ways. For example, if Vincent, you're starting this particular channel, okay, so the thing about growing and really and doing things right that at least have a chance to impact people's life. So this will be the motivating thing that will keep one going. If your particular job or your particular thing that you are doing right that is having a positive effect even on 1%, on 2%, and this will really continue to drive us to keep doing what we want to do, and we will not give up that easily because people are depending on us. Not in a literal way, but really we hope to being able to have some effect, no matter how little we are, no matter how common we are, right? As long as we are able to have a positive effect. And the thing is consistency. Like for example, I'm doing this YouTube channel, right? I do not want to drop off, so I always give myself a rule. For example, at least this week I need to produce at least 2 videos. If I break the rule, right, I know I will break it over and over again. So if we don't have any rules in place, right, you will not be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve. It will just be like you want to do law, you want to do don't do law. So just for running, right, I always give myself a target of that particular week. I would need to run one long run, one fast run, and at least like 2 to 3 slow runs for that particular week, and compromise of at least like 50 kilometers for that week. If I aim for 50, I will go for 50, no matter what. So if I aim for like 100, if there are times, right, we are not able to meet the target. We set the target, we give it our best shot, but things doesn't go our way. We need to know how to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves, and continue to keep on going. Don't dwell too long. Don't dwell too much on the particular week's failure. So if we dwell too much, that is when a lot of people give up halfway. Is because we are not able to complete the 5 kilometer run. I'm only able to run 2 kilometers, right? I would say, heck lah, why am I working so hard? Why am I torturing myself so badly to do this run? Why not I just relax and watch my Netflix, watch YouTube, just relax online? So that's when people give up. And all the way a few years later, that's when things go spiral out of control. So that's the two things: setting rules and being able to pick yourself up from failure. There's no perfect regime that you will be able to follow all the way. There's no perfect human being. So if you are able to master these two things, right, follow the rules, you will be able to, I would say, achieve almost any single thing of your in your life. And of course, the thing that you do, right, like what Vincent you are doing, right, must have a little bit of meaning, has a chance to really impact people's life. Then you will be able to take it further.
Yeah, true. So that is a very, very good piece of advice. I think that that is the thing that I really need to reflect, like, is follow the rules, because right now I just try my best to a week during, especially this MCO, like a week at least 1 or 2 live interview with and have conversations, which I really want to keep it up to. And definitely that, like you said, that if the second point that you're talking about, let's say, is the failure. So that don't punish yourself because of a minor error during the working there.
Yeah.
So I think that it's the same thing that if I don't have any single person to interview this week, so it's probably I can arrange it for next week. But don't punish yourself. I think that is very important. Yeah. So I mean that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your time. I know it's 10:11 right now, and we have been going through an hour session where you can do a lot of things. But still, thank you so much. Thank you so much for spending your time with me.
No worries.
Yeah. Hi. So guys, this is the end. We have come to the end of this conversation, of this live interview with Runner Kao, with a story behind every name. So we'll see you guys next time with different people from different background with different stories. Now we're going to end with our outro.